When Karen Garner was still a kid, she wanted to be an engineer. At the time, being a female engineer was unheard of, and worse yet, she wanted to attend a technical high school. These high schools were considered to be a place for dumb kids, and she had to convince her parents to let her attend. They eventually relented, and today the female technical high school matriculant is a university PhD graduate and highly respected academic. Growing up in Mitchell's Plain, Karen says that she had fallen in love with engineering when, at the age of 13, she watched an episode of Popular Mechanics. She became obsessed with figuring out how things work, regularly taking apart old electronics, including the old phones that her dad had brought home from his job at Telcom. After convincing her reluctant dad to let her attend technical school, she found herself being one of the few female learners. She says, however, that the male learners and teachers never made her feel unwelcome or out of place. Of course, being the bright spark that she was, she graduated with top marks and received a bursary from Eskom to study engineering at Stellenbosch University. She specifically registered for an engineering degree in electrical and electronic, which meant that she was not only learning how to fix anything from a toaster to a nuclear-powered electrical grid, but she could also design and build it. Graduating in 2007, she went on to work as a junior electrical engineer for Eskom and then for Sasol. In 2009, she was promoted to a full engineer where her duties included uninterruptible power supply design and installation, small power and lighting design for substations, distribution board design and transformer design. 3 years later, she received another promotion to senior engineer where she had to manage large engineering projects, including the design of the electrical distribution systems. It was during her time at Sasol that she registered for a master's in electrical engineering, graduating in 2014. Looking for new challenges, she worked on a year contract as a senior engineer for Chevron before finally deciding that she would register to complete her doctorate. By this time, Karen had already built up a reputation for having a formidable engineering mind. It was for this reason that, when she went to inquire about registering, the head of Stellenbosch University's Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering approached her and offered her the position of lecturer. Of course, she jumped at the opportunity and hasn't looked back. 8 years later, Dr. Karen Garner is a highly respected senior lecturer with a PhD at the University of Stellenbosch, focusing on electrical machines and drives, renewable energy and power generation and transmission. She has published multiple academic papers in several international publications and has presented these papers all over the world, including the Maldives, USA, Italy, China, Spain, and Netherlands, Turkey, Portugal, Canada, Sweden, and Greece. When she was still a kid, Dr. Karen Garner was told that girls can't become engineers. Thankfully, she was too clever to believe this lie and instead became a pioneer for women in the field of engineering and an inspiration to every little girl who was told that it's a man's world.